Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha. Param Yat Samudrasya Himadreschaiva Dakshinam Varsham Tad Bharatam Nama Bharati Yatra Santatihi. Welcome to all for this session on Skanda Purana to chapter 6 of Kaumarika Khanda under the Maheshwara Khanda. In the previous chapter, we were hearing to the answers given by Sutanu, one of the Brahmana in the Kalapa drama, to the 12 questions posed by Narada. Narada was searching for a set of Brahmanas to be brought to Mahisagara Sangama and get them settled there in order to create an Agrahara, a settlement of Brahmanas. Then Narada said, on hearing this, O Parvana, I had a thrill of joy. After revealing my identity, I spoke to the Brahmanas thus. Blessed indeed is our father, means Pitamaha Brahma is the father of Narada. Blessed indeed is our father, since eminent Brahmanas of your type are the defenders of what has been created by him. Formerly, Hari revealed this truth. Other than the eminent Brahmanas, the expounders of my path, can there be anything greater than me? I am infinite and I am the overlord of all living beings. There is nothing else greater than I. Hence, in every respect, I am blessed today. The fruit of my birth has been obtained, since all of you who are free from sins and calamities have been seen by me. Then those Brahmanas, the leader among whom was Sutapa, got up suddenly. They honored and adored me. My leader among whom was Shatatapa, got up suddenly. They honored and adored me by the offerings of Argya and Padya. He said to me, O son of Prita, the following words befitting good people. Blessed are we, O celestial sage, since you have come here to us. Where are you coming from? Where have you to go now? What is the purpose in coming here? Let this be said, O excellent sage. On hearing these pleasing words of Brahmanas, O son of Pandu, I replied to those eminent sages, let this be heard, O excellent Brahmanas. The instance of God Brahma, I wish to give a charitable gift, an auspicious holy spot to the Brahmanas in a great Tirtha named Mahisagara Sangama. I had been testing the Brahmanas on my ways to this place. You have been examined. I shall now settle you in a colony, O Brahmanas. Please agree to it. On being told this, Tatapa looked at the Brahmanas and said, it is true, O Narada, that Bharata or India is inaccessible even to Devas. What then about Mahisagara Sangama there itself within Bharata? Person taking his holy plunge there attains all the benefits of great Tirtha, but there is a great risk by which we are extremely frightened. There are many thieves there. They are merciless and fond of daring adventures. They are taking our wealth, denoted by the 16th and 21st letter amongst Parshas, is Pa and Pa, which is basically referred to tapas. Penance is indicated here. Without that wealth of tapas, how can we lead our life? Better to live fasting than to be within the grip of those thieves. Hearing this explanation by Narada, Arjuna asked him, strange thing is being told, O Brahmana. Who are the thieves referred to? What is the wealth they are taking away? Who are these to whom the Brahmanas are afraid? When Narada replied to him, lust, anger, etc. are the thieves, and penance is the wealth. Since they are afraid that this would be taken away, Brahmanas said to me this. I told them subsequently, let it be known, O excellent Brahmanas, what will be the roguish thieves do to those men who are always alert and watchful. If a person is frightened, idle, and unclean, but indeed can be accomplished by him, the earth will swallow that man. Then Shatatapa said, we are afraid of the thieves. Indeed, they take away a great deal of our wealth. Then how can we continue to be awake? The roguish thieves went away somewhere. Hence we bowed down and came. Thus we abandon everything. We are frightened, O sage. Accepting gifts too is terrible. It gives only one sixth benefit. Even as he was saying thus, a sage named Marita said, who will foolishly abandon the holy place, Mahisagara Sangama, where heaven and liberation can be easily attained? Which clever man can continue to stay in Kalapa and other villages if residence in Stambatirtha can be obtained even for half a moment? Stambatirtha is where the Stambheshwara temple is there in the coast of Gujarat. You may search for this temple as a disappearing temple of Gujarat. What will the fear of thieves and all to do us if we steadfastly retain Kumaranatha, the Kumaraswami, the protector in our mind? Without daring, prosperity cannot be obtained at all. Hence, O Narada, I will go there at your instance. I have under me 26,000 Brahmanas. They are all engaged in the six holy acts, that is, duties of Brahmana, namely study and teaching of Vedas, performance of sacrifice by oneself or through others, acceptance of gifts and giving religious gifts. They are devoid of greed and arrogance or fraud. I will come along with them. This is excellent in my opinion. When these words were uttered, I took them on the top of my staff and returned at once. O son of Pritha, I walked through the firmament with great joy, passed through the snowy path extending to 100 yojanas and came to Kedara, which is Kedarnath temple. The Kedara, accompanied by those excellent Brahmanas. That place could be approached through sky as well as through Bila subterranean passage and not otherwise, but due to the favor of Skanda. That means one can reach out to the Kalapagrama only either through the sky or through a subterranean passage. When Arjuna asked, where is that village Kalapa? Can it be approached through subterranean passage? How is it due to the favor of Skanda? O Narada, tell this to me. Narada then said, it is told by the Smritis that there is a snowy path extending to 100 yojanas. At the end of it is the Kalapa village, which too extends to 100 yojanas. At the end, it is said there is a Valukarnava, the sea of sand. Valukarnava is a sea of sand extending to another 100 yojana. Means after the 100 yojanas of the snow-covered Himalaya, there is a Kalapagrama which is extended for another 100 yojanas, and beyond that there is a Murustal or the land, the sea of sand extending to another 100 yojanas. Hence, that land in the middle extending to 100 yojana is described as Bhumi Swarga, the heaven on the earth. Listen how it is possible to go there through a Bila underground passage. One should worship and propitiate Lord Guha without taking food or water. When Guha considers him to be free from sin, he directs him in dream, O descendant of Bharata, saying, go to the southern direction to the west of Guha. There is a big cave, a subterranean passage there. He should enter it and go ahead 700 steps. There is an emerald linga of the luster of the sun there. Ahead of it, there is a soil of golden color free from impurities. The person shall bow down to that linga and take up some soil. He should then come to Sambhatirtha and propitiate Kumaraka. When Kelam, the weight of one tala of its water must be taken from the well after nightfall. Mixing the clay with that water, the person shall apply the same over the eyes like collyrium and smear it over the parts of the body like unguent. Perhaps at the 60th step, he sees the splendid hole that is underground path through the power of that collyrium. Person then goes through that passage by the power of unguent like application over the body. Person is not eaten by the extremely terrible worms called Harisha. He may be able to see Siddhas resembling the sun in the middle of the passage. Going ahead like this, O son of Pita, he reaches the excellent village of Kalapa. Life expectation is reputed to be 4,000 years there. The fruit may be eaten. There is no necessity to acquire any further merit. Thus, it has been revealed to you what happened subsequently. Listen to it. After he brought all the Brahmanas to Sudara, on account of my power of penance, I placed the Brahmanas in minute form on the top of the staff and came over to Mahisagara Sangama. Having got down there, then they were released on the banks of sacred waterway. Then a holy plunge was taken by me along with those excellent Brahmanas. We took our bath in the meeting place of Mahi and the ocean, which dispels all defects and sins, like the forest fire consuming the forest trees. We then performed the good holy rites of Purana, that is water libation. We repeated the most excellent of the names to be recited. We entered the holy meeting place of the river and the ocean and looked at the sun, thinking about Hari in the heart. In the meantime, O son of Prita, the Devas with Shakra at their head, planets beginning with Aditya the sun, and all the guardians of the quarters gathered together. The eight species of Devas, groups of Gandharvas, and of celestial damsels assembled there. There was a vocal and instrumental music in the course of that great festival. I made the preparation for washing the feet of Brahmanas. At that time, I heard the words of some of my guests. It had the sound of Sama. It had the third note Gandhara or the third accent Sharita. It was very pleasing to the mind, like excellent devotion to Shiva. He was asked by the Brahmanas who got up at that time, who are you, O Brahmana? Where have you come from? What do you see? Tell us what you wish. Brahmana said, I am the sage named Kapila, who himself is an incarnation of Vishnu. Let this be intimated to Narada. I have come to request him. On hearing that, I said, Blessed am I, O great sage Kapila, since you have come here. There is nothing which cannot be taken to you by us. There is no deserving person better than you. Then Kapila said, O Narada, son of Brahma, listen to what should be given by you to me. Give me 8,000 Brahmanas. I shall make a gift of lands to those Brahmanas, residents of the village Kalapa. Let this be done, O Holy Lord. Thereupon I promise thus, let it be so, O great sage, O Kapila, let the excellent holy spot Kapila be made by you. If at the time of Shraddha or at an auspicious time it just were to be burned away, disappointed after approaching one in one's hermitage, every right of the one shall be futile. He who does not adore a guest shall go to the world of hell named Raurava. He by whom the guest is worshipped is adored by devas too. Sage Kapila was fed and propitiated with gifts and yagnas. Thereafter, the glorious great sage Harita was invited for the purpose of washing the feet in the assembly of Siddhas and the Devas. Then Harita placed his left foot forward. Thereupon a loud laughter arose among the Siddhas, celestial damsels, and the Devas. Thinking more about the earth, the Brahmanas said, "Well done, well done." Then in my mind there arose a sudden and great spasm of grief. I thought that the Gatha was sung by the previous wise men was quite true. In all actions and rites of Shabda, one syllable, Ha is despicable. Certainly, auspicious words should be uttered by those who perform great tasks or holy rites. Then I said to the Brahmanas, "You will become fools. You will be subjected to all confusion and chaos due to poverty. You will have only a very little quantity of wealth and gain." When this was uttered, Harita laughed and spoke thus: "It will be your own loss, O sage, if you curse us. What curse is to be given to you? This curse alone will be your curse." Then I thought over and said, "O Brahmana, what else could I do after you had placed your left foot forward?" Then Harita said, "Listen to the reason, O intelligent one, why there has been listlessness in my heart. It was because I thought thus to myself, Allah's acceptance of gift is a miserable thing. The Brahmanical splendor of Brahmanas become diminished by accepting gifts. A Brahmana who accepts Mahadana, the great charitable gifts, gives to the donor all his merits and auspiciousness, and the donor gives him his inauspiciousness and sins too. Donor and a recipient may argue with each other. He whose hand is placed beneath with palm upwards, accepting gift, is abandoned as one of less intellect. It was because I was thinking thus that there was a listlessness in my heart, O Narada. The following do become listless and inattentive: one who is distressed due to the want of sleep, one who is excessively frightened, one who is greatly passionate and lustful, one who is afflicted due to sorrow, one who has been deprived of the entire belongings, and one whose mind is engrossed in another matter or person. A sensible man should not be angry with these. If you have become angry, O sage, it shall be harmful to you alone. Whereupon, being repentant, I spoke to them, "Upon me, I, the evil minded one who has not pondered before action, what is it that does not befall those who commit themselves before pondering over anything? One shall not jump into action all of a sudden. It is the cause of great disasters. All the riches woo the self possessed one who thinks well before doing anything. Truthfully, did Chirakari say formerly there was an extremely intelligent famous Brahmana called Chirakari in the family of Angirasa. He was the son of Gautama. Since he used to undertake all activities after some delay in pondering over them, and in view of the fact that he accomplished his task only after some delay, he was named Chirakari. Undertaking activities with lethargy, he was called silly and dull-witted by the people with versatility of intellect, but really not far-sighted. Once his father became angry with his mother because of her moral laxity. Passing over other sons, his father said to him, "Kill this mother of yours." On account of his natural quality of delaying in all activities, he said after some time, "So it shall be." In view of his habit of doing everything after a delay, he thought over this for a long time. How shall I carry out the behest of my father? And how shall I refrain from killing my mother? Under the pretext of doing a dharma, you might sink in this sin like an evil one. If father's command is dharma, sparing mother will be an adharma. There is no freedom in the state of being a son. Does it not afflict me much? Who can be happy after killing a woman and that to one's own mother? Who can gain renown after disrespecting his father? It is proper to respect one's father, and it is also proper to protect one's own mother. Both of them are worthy of forbearance. Can one overstep them? Father recreates himself in his wife. He is reborn in his own wife as a son. It is to preserve and uphold the morality, chastity, and spiritual lineage of the family. He does so. I am his own self. I have been assigned the status of a son by my father. What the father says in the postnatal holy rites and what he says at the time of investiture with a sacred thread is sufficient to stabilize the relationship with a desire to attain the honor of being father. It is the father alone who gives everything worthy of being given, beginning with our very body. Hence, the directive of father should be carried out. It need not be deliberated upon. Sins of one who carries out the instructions of his father are blown away. Father is heaven, Father is Dharma, Father is the greatest penance. If Father is pleased, all the deities are pleased. If Father pronounces the blessings, they immediately resort to Him. It will fructify. If Father fails with joy, that is the expiation for all sins. The flower breaks away from its pentacle. The fruit falls off from the stack. A son by his misdeeds may try to harm the filial affection, but father does not cast it off. It is the duty of the son to think thus about importance of father. The position of father is by no means insignificant. Now I shall think about my mother. My mother is the cause of this mortal frame of mine. This human form evolved out of five elements, just as Orani, that's a piece of wood used to kindle the sacred fire, just like Orani, which causes fire. Mother is the Orani for the body of a man. He is the completion of or accomplishment of all the aims in life. On acquisition of mother, one is accorded good protection, otherwise, one is helpless and devoid of guidance. If anyone adopts a lady as his mother, he never comes to grief, even if he is devoid of wealth. Even old age does not overpower him. Though a person is bereft of wealth, he approaches his mother in the house, calling her, "Oh, mother." One who has resorted to one's mother will act like a 2 year old infant even in his 100th year, even when he is surrounded by sons and grandsons. It is the mother who brings up the son in accordance with the injunctions regarding nourishment, whether he, the son, is efficient or inefficient, whether he is lean or fat. No one else does this. When he grows old, he becomes miserable. When one is separated from one's mother, one becomes aged and distressed. The whole of the universe become void for him then. There is no shade, there is protection from the blazing sun like mother. There is no goal of spiritual attainment like mother. There is no other protection like mother. There is no water booth like mother. Like as she breastfeeds her child. A mother is called Dhatri because she holds us within her belly. She is Janani because she gives birth to us. She is Amba because she causes the growth and development of our limbs. She is called Virashu by giving birth to hero Virashu. It is Virasu. by giving birth to heroic sons. Since she renders service to infants, she is called Swashru. She is called Mata because she deserves honor and respect. They know that Father is the single aggregation of all deities. The multitude of human beings and deities do not tell Mother. Preceptors, you fallen are to be abandoned, but not at all the Mother, even though she is fallen. Because Mother is more important than anyone else in view of her holding the children in her womb and nurturing them. On the banks of the river Kaushiki, his mother was wistfully watching King Bali, who was sporting with his womenfolk. Since he took a long time to return to the hermitage, he was directed by his father to kill his own mother. Though he was pondering over the whole thing, even after a long time, he did not come to the end, that is, to the decision of his deliberation. In the meantime, Shakra assumed the form of a Brahmana and came near the hermitage of his father, singing the following verse. All woman or false as Sutratara, the composer of aphorisms, has said it. Hence, only the fruit must be taken from them. The learned one, the intelligent one, must not keep his eyes on their defect. Means one should not keep an eye on the defect of woman. One should only accept the fruit of having a woman as his consort. On hearing this, the liberal minded Medhatiti, it is Gautama himself, worshipped him. He was miserable and worried. He returned, shedding tears profusely. Alas, I have been swayed by malaise. I have sunk down in the ocean of misery. I have killed a chaste woman, my wife, who will redeem me from the sin. The liberal minded Chirakari has been ordered by me in a hurry. If he is really a Chirakari, one who delay in action, he may save me from sin. O Chirakarika, welfare unto you, welfare unto you, O Chirakarika. If you are delayed in action acting today, you really are a Chirakarika. Save me, your mother, and the penance acquired by me. Save my soul that has entered sinful activity. O Chirakarika, a splendid name. Thinking thus, the dejected Gautama reached the place. He saw his son Chirakarika near his mother. On seeing his father, the extremely distressed Chirakari abandoned the weapon and stood near him with a head bent down. He began to pray for his favor. On seeing his son prostrating on the ground with a head bent down and his wife still alive, the Gautama or Medhatiti experienced greatest joy. When the son had stood near her with a weapon in his hand, he had not understood that he was about to kill her. On seeing the son bowing down to the feet of his father, this idea occurred to her. From fear, he is trying to hide his fickleness in picking up a weapon. So that is how the mother was thinking. His father smiled for a long time, sniffed at his head for a long time, embraced him for a long time with his arms and blessed, lived for a long time. Medhatiti, who was joyful for a long time, said to his son, O Chirakarika, welfare unto you. Be a Chirakari, means one who delayer in action for a long time. O gentle son, what is being done by you after a great deal of delay in the course of a long period does not make me grieved. The learned one, excellent sage Gautama or Medhatiti, quoted the following verses too. One should take counsel for a long time. One should abandon what is done by one only after a delay. One should contract friendship only after a prolonged test. But what friendship should be maintained? Friendship should be maintained for a long time. in sickness, in pride, in haughtiness or arrogance, in a sinful act, and in a displeasing activity. He who delays is praised. He who delays to take action when the guilt of the following person is not clear is praised. They are kinsmen, friends, servants, and womenfolk. Means whenever some decision is to be taken regarding these people, one who delays the action is always praised. One should pursue righteous activities for a long time. One should continue search and research for a long time. One should associate with learned men for a long time. One should serve persons liked and loved for a long time. One should train and educate oneself for a long time. In the case of telling others even what is virtuous and righteous by way of what advice, if one delays in it, one is not despised. One should ask others and listen to others for a long time. By such delay, one is not insulted. In doing the righteous thing, when the enemy has weapons in his hands, when a deserving person is near at hand, when there is a danger, and in the case of worshipping good people, the person who delays is not praised. After saying this, he reached his hermitage in the company of his wife and son. He performed worship for a long time. The sage went to heaven where he stayed for a long time. As for us, though we speak thus, we have been duped by delusion. In the age of Kali, O Brahmanas, my curse, whatever is the curse that Narada gave it to Harita and the others to become idiots and lose all their wealth. That curse will fall on you when it is the age of Kali. Some Brahmanas will always be equipped with all good qualities. After washing the feet of Brahmanas, I made the Devas the witness near Dharmavarma and performed the rite of Sankalpa, the ceremonious announcement of what is proposed to be done. The Brahmanas were made satisfied by means of various gifts of gold, cows, houses, ready cash, etc., wives, ornaments, and garments. Then Indra raised his hand and said in an assembly of devas, as long as the daughter of the mountain who has occupied the left part of the body of Shara, as long as Ganesha, as long as we all stay, as long as the three worlds continue to exist, O Suras, this holy spot established by Narada shall flourish and rejoice. That is the Agrahara on the bank of Mahisagara Sangama. If a person were to harass by troublesome acts, thefts, etc., people here or spoil this place, he should be the victim of Brahma's curse, Rudra's curse, Vishnu's curse, and the curse of the Brahmanas. Thereupon all of them became delighted and said, let it be so. Thus, in the holy spot established by me, the sage founded the holy region of Kapila. Both of them were for the sake of Devas. Thereupon the delighted Devas went to the celestial abode. Thus ended chapter 6 of Kaumarika Khanda in the Maheshwara Khanda of Skanda Purana. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Vamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.